This is why 90% of trialists fail in football. Hey everyone, welcome to another discussion video. I apologize for the lack of uploads. I was on a professional trial for around 3 weeks and I couldn't record. This gave me the idea to give a guide on trials and or tryouts. I want to help you guys as much as I can. In case you're still interested in the gameplay, it's an 8v8 game. If you haven't noticed, it's the same game as my most recent video, but here you can find the whole game, uncut and unedited. Trials are one of the biggest gateways to realizing your dreams and progressing through the ranks in football. They are an inevitable process that you will undergo as a football player once you put in the effort and dedication. In this video, I'll be giving you a comprehensive guide on trials, mainly including 7 major tips when going on trial. I hope to give an external perspective and help you increase your chances during your next trial period. But first, let's start with the basic information. Feel free to skip ahead if you feel it would be redundant for you. All about trials. What is a trial? A trial is a period of time during which you will be training with a team. You will be tested and observed. It is typically a comprehensive way of scouting a player, if a player is good enough or a good fit for their team. These trials can range from a few days all the way to a month. It depends on the team, the head coach, etc. You'll be training with the team and potentially play in friendly games for the coaches to see how you play. All about trials part 2. The stages of a trial. Depending on the size of the club, the number of players in a trial can range from a lot of players to just a few. But almost always, there will only be a specific number of players they are looking for. And to narrow down their candidates, typically they will perform weekly cuts. Being cut means they decided not to select you. For example, in my case, the trial started with about 20 players in the first week. The next week, around 10 players left. And in the final week, only 4 players were selected. This goes without saying, but once you are cut, your trial ends. Before we go on with the main tips, here are the bare minimums, the stuff that you should do without even thinking. Before going on trial, be match fit. Number 2, don't overwork yourself. If you're training somewhere else, make sure you manage your load correctly. Number 3, don't play through injury. It will just make your performance worse and it's not going to help you at all. And number 4, take care of your body. Make sure you're eating properly, getting enough rest, and everything else. Now that the basic information has been laid out, here are 7 major tips to keep in mind when going on trial. Tip number 1, disregard your current or previous football philosophies. Remember, you're on trial to adapt to a team, not the other way around. The coach's philosophy will be what you follow, whether you're on trial or on the team. They don't simply look at your ability on the ball or your technical skills. They also see how well you follow tactical instructions, how good your understanding of the game is, etc. For example, if you prefer to play a mid-block, but the coach gives a verbal instruction to high press when defending, even if you don't like doing so or if you disagree with the choice, ideally you should follow the instruction. Tip number 2, effort over skill. There's talent everywhere, no matter where you are, how old you are, or what position you play. Especially in high-level trials, there will often be players better than you technically, simply incredible players. That's not a problem. It is a major issue, however, if you're not the most hardworking out of the bunch. If you get sent home for not being good enough, sure, you can train and prepare more thoroughly for your next trial. But if you don't work hard, you simply won't succeed at a high level. Tip number 3. Focus on the present. Always focus on the present, regardless of the situation. If you had a terrible session last time, forget about it. If you don't forget about it, it can snowball your poor form into a string of bad performances. At the same time, if you received heaps of praise the previous week, still focus on the present. Don't get too complacent. The spots are always up for grabs, so always focus on the current situation and enjoy the process. Tip number 4. Gather as much information as possible. Try to learn from the main players and the coaches. Ask them for feedback and how you can improve. Ask how they trained a specific skill, ask about their training habits, ask how many times they hit the gym. Ask the coaches about your positioning, any weaknesses they've noticed, etc. These are all crucial information for developing yourself as a player. This way, whether you get selected or not, you walk out of the trial period as a better player. It really doesn't matter even if you're the best player there, or if things aren't going your way, or a bunch of misfortunate events happen sequentially. Try not to complain and don't be arrogant. These trials are not just a test and gauge of skill, but also personality and intelligence on the pitch. It includes how you handle and carry out yourself. An arrogant player is less likely to work hard and work for the team. Tip number 6. Lead and establish a voice. Command, lead, and establish your voice. It doesn't matter what position you play, or even if you have any ambitions of becoming a captain or vice captain. Every team will benefit from having a player who can lead and organize a team. High-level coaches are very cognizant of this, and demonstrating that you are capable of leading is an invaluable skill. This will drastically help your chances to get selected while on trial. Tip number 7. Create relationships. Greet the coaches, the staff, the players, fellow trialists. Make sure you're establishing a connection with the club. It sets you up nicely and shows that if you are selected for the team, you would be a right fit. Building a relationship with the coach especially can help you learn more and get feedback and advice. Or it could also even help you gain a future opportunity if you impress and showcase your talents. These are all crucial tips to remember when going on a trial. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. I take time to give football analysis and tips so you can improve while also being entertained. But to wrap up the video, I'd like to share one last advice. It's the most important out of all. Remember, if you don't get selected, don't give up. There's always the next opportunity. Remember, trials are meant to be cutthroat and tense environments where only a few get through. So if you get cut, don't worry. Just keep your head down and continue working hard. Your time will come soon.